August 7th this morning. It's going on 6. And the sun is not yet up. The days are getting noticeably shorter. It's a pretty sky though. "6:03. Here it comes. This area right in here, below the trees, this low area, is where the water used to come across the field and down into the ditch and across the road here. So as the water slowed up, that's spring runoff water back when it snowed. It slows up and all the silt that it picks up along the way would drop out, so it was a nice silty area. And when I was little, I guess probably about 5 years old, I'm just not exactly sure. But anyway, Mom used to put a garden in there. Silty area, it holds the moisture. So I was part of the gardening crew. I'll tag along, and she brought us a snack along because we were going to be there a while. So came to be cookie time. She said she had brought 2 cookies for each of us. I took my 2 cookies and ate one, and thought that since we were gardening and getting a lesson about putting the seed into the ground and potato and it's going to grow, and then we'll have lots of potatoes. Made sense to me. If you could plant a potato, put it in the ground, and then take out lots of potatoes in the future, should work for cookies. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? It is the 8th of August today, and Laurie's out picking chokecherries somewhere up here. Not that row. Oh, went right by. There. What are you finding, Laurie?
Pretty good fat guys. Big old guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Those are fat.
Yeah, they really are. They're even splitting, some of them.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Quite a good crop.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So the rule of thumb here is you pick what you can pick comfortably right in front of you. And below that is for the coyotes, and above that is for the birds. So we pick what's down the middle. The low-hanging fruit, as they say. have the tub full in no time. Oh, I felt the stem come off. It's different varieties here. I see 3 varieties. Some pick off quite clean, no stems, and some don't want to give it up, even though they're ripe. Well, it's kind of blustery. The roads are a little slippery, and it's quite smoky. Not that nice a morning for a walk, but it's the right kind of morning for Papi's Pan Toast Delight. Yeah, so when our grandkids are around, I'm known as Papi, and Laurie is Gammy, so we're Papi and Gammy. So number of years ago, I came up with a way of using up the butt ends of the bread, and that has turned into Papi's Pan Toast Delight. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Papi's Pan Toast Delight. Eggs, of course. Whipped and butt ends. A little sourdough is good. Gives it texture. Mash it up. Now, today it's banana. Banana is good with the homemade chokecherry syrup. Could do a savory thing. Maybe some green peppers and mushrooms. Some cheese, perhaps. Whatever you find in the kitchen is the right thing. Okay, take a look at that. Yum. A little butter. Because everything's better with butter. There it goes. Okay, prep the plate. Which means get some butter on there. I'm in favor of butter. I like my butter on the side. I don't like it melted on top. A little more. Okay, I think it's time. Sometimes this works, sometimes not. Sometimes it's pan toast, sometimes it's a scramble. Kind of landed somewhere in between. Mostly I think today it's more of a scramble. That one's going to get really hot. Alright, sizzle away. And homemade chokecherry syrup. Get the good stuff off the bottom. Alright. That's it. Papi's Pan Toast Delight. This morning with bananas and chokecherry syrup. Good stuff. Okay. Down the face hole. That worked. There's lots of this on the road. Dark purple coyote poo full of chokecherry pits. Well, with all this nice rains we've been getting, the neighbor's hay that we had cut earlier has grown back quite nicely. And he's wondering if we could cut it again. So it's going to be a while until we have anything to cut here, the triticale or the flax, whichever comes first. So I guess we'll go back and cut hay. We won't be able to do it all, but we'll get a good bit of it done. We'll have to come back when our crops are ready to cut here. So here we go, back into the hayfield. Wasn't expecting that. The second cut is considerably better than the first. Well, I got the rake and little tractor serviced, and gonna move it back over onto the Douglas hayfields. So drive it over and walk back. It's a nice evening for a walk. Well, there it is. I have about 80 acres down so far. Well, I'm going to have to put the bug juice on for the walk back. Mosquitoes are out. It's about a 3-mile walk back. Should be close to an hour. Fresh moose tracks since last night's rain. They travel back and forth between these bluffs, although there's not many bluffs left around here. Back there on the corner, there's a slew and trees right on the corner. I saw a 2-year-old, I don't know what you call it, a cow or is it a heifer? A young female moose in there earlier this year. I can't imagine being a homesteader and traveling across this landscape for days and then look for your pin that marks your spot. Holy smokes. And then prior to that, the natives living here, and they would know what's on the other side of every hill. They would know where the Saskatoon bushes are, where the water holes are, where the bison and deer like to hang out. There's something about that. It's so nice to see it green again. This was Dad's pasture at one time. That's where his old horse was put to rest, on that hill. That was old Red's favorite hill. Could keep an eye on his cattle herd from there. There's home. 55 minutes. But I did stop and smell the roses a bit. Next will be the baler. Well, I fat 4/10 of an inch last evening. So things are just good and muddy here now. There's about 120 acres of hay down. The last bit should be okay, but the stuff that I cut at first is going to be degraded. That's the haying business. So it looks like a medicine hat day today. Get the car serviced and maybe take the recycling in. So off to town. I expect the roads are going to be a little slippery on the way in. This first few miles with no gravel anyway. Okay, to get onto the road we got to hook a wheel onto the grass here. So you don't want to slide off into the Hutterites peas. Here we go. This requires momentum, basically to hydroplane over the mud. I see the water ran across the road. Okay, a right turn. Again, we gotta put that inside wheel on the grass, and then there's a little bit of an incline. And then the next half mile can be pretty exciting. Bit of a rodeo. It's a wider road, it doesn't shed the water. Okay. Negotiate this corner. Didn't get it on the grass. Use a little spinning of the wheels to bring it around the corner. You gotta make this hill. And then we gotta build speed to get through that. Okay, here we are back in the hayfield after yesterday, or the night before, I guess it was, 4.5 tenths of rain. This hay is very tough yet. So what to do next? If we leave it, it's sitting on wet ground, because that before that rain there was about 4 tenths a couple days prior. So the ground under the swaths is wet. So we should be raking this, getting it off the damp ground. This has had 2 rains on it now since cut. So I should rake it today, now, in hopes of getting it baled tomorrow. And that should work. But the forecast is, well, on mine it's like 26% chance of showers tonight and 60-some% chance tomorrow night. So if we get through tonight without showers, I expect there'll be heavy dew, we should be able to get it baled tomorrow. If we get a shower tonight and can't bale it tomorrow, then it's probably going to get a bigger rain on it the following night. And it's quite deteriorated now. And if I rake it and it gets another rain, then that is multiplied. So it's one of those things. Weigh the odds, I guess, or the pros and cons. I think what I'm going to do is get my cutting tractor fueled up and start raking. I'll rake some and hope that we can get it baled tomorrow. On my way to the hayfield this morning, there's fog moving in. I don't think we're going to be making any bales yet. Well, it's moving in. These swaths were damp with dew, but they're taking on moisture now, so it's going to be a while. May as well go home. Those birds are gathering up here. I think they're talking about their travel plans. Well, I've got about, I think it's about 64 acres raked up now. And it's a little tough yet. It's a little after 9 in the morning. This bit of cloud is slowing down the drying, but then it's good. It dries more evenly then, rather than having dry leaves and tough stems. But it's the forecast is for cloud to come through this afternoon. Could have quite a bluster, so I want to get this baled up in the worst way. We have here a product, biological product I'll put in that applicator there. It sprinkles magic bugs in onto the swath, and these bugs, they attack the bugs that create the mold or feed the mold. So biological warfare within the bale. We know it is fairy dust. So they're telling us that there's a severe thunderstorm. Watch or warning or something. Laurie got the alert thing saying tornado. I don't know, but that's a pretty cool sky. I've never seen anything quite like it. Wow. The swallows are finding bugs way up there, or what? Huh. I'm trying to block the wind off the phone, but there was just a little flash of lightning there down that direction. Well, it's actually all over now. It's just a steady rumble. No individual thunder, just a continuous rumble. Breeze coming up from the northwest now. This is facing west right here out the driveway. Wind has gotten kind of crazy. Tucked in behind this bale, and it's rocking back and forth. There it goes, off into the east. I think that would be the Moon, Mars, and Venus. Okay, this beeper just told me that it's time to put a new roll of net wrap in. So, here we go. goes. Raking is finished.